Hi, welcome to Beginning Ukulele. Today's lesson we're going to be doing the preparation for the song Oh Susanna on page 37, which is coming up. We're going to be playing the song in the next tutorial, but we're going to prepare for that song in this one. Go ahead and pause the tutorial, go ahead and get your music book, turn to page 37, and we'll get started here in about a second. Okay, right off the bat, I want to let you know that we got the D chord in Oh Susanna. Now, go ahead and turn to page 33. So on page 33, you got a picture of the D chord with the guy holding the chord in the book, and you got the fingering there for the chord. Now, I do not want you to use the one that D chord formation that's on page 33. So once again, don't use the chord fingering on page 33. When you make your D chord, you want to use this, okay, 2, 3, and 4. Your fingering is 2, 3, and 4 for the D chord when you make a D chord. Don't use a D chord that's in the book. Now, I'm going to let you know, if you do use the D chord that's in the book, when we go on in the other courses that follow this course, when we make other chords like bar chords, you're going to run into some problems making the chord how it's showing you in the book on page 33, so don't use that. Use this fingering for the D chord, so when we move on to other courses, transforming the chords into bar chords, you're going to have a much easier time. Okay, let me go over the chord for you. So we're going to start with the second finger. Everything's in the second fret. Second finger on top, third finger right underneath, fourth finger right underneath that. So we're on the top 3 strings. That's the top 3 strings in the second fret. Okay, so we're in the second fret, top 3 strings. Second, third, 4. Second, third, 4. Second fret. Second, third, 4. Second finger, third finger, fourth finger. Okay? And you want to do a chord calc exercise with this chord. I know that you probably just recently learned it not too long ago in the chorus. Here we go. So you want to pause the tutorial, and we're going to do the chord calc exercise. Second finger, third finger, fourth finger, and then you want to press and you want to relax. You want to press and you want to relax. Press, relax. Press, relax, and then you're going to put that image in your mind, in your memory. Press, lift it a little bit off, back down. Keep those fingers frozen in that formation, so all you got to do is lift off and put it back down. Press, lift off, put it back down. Then once you get comfortable with that, go ahead and close your eyes, lift off, keep your fingers together, back down, lift off, press down, keeping your eyes closed, lift off, press down, keeping your eyes closed, press off and down, and open your eyes, and you should be on a D chord. Okay, the rest of the chords in the song for Oh Susanna on page 37 are A7 and G, which you should already know. So, but if you need to do a chord calc exercise for A7 and G, and the G chord, by all means, please do so. Okay, so let's preview the music before we move on to, and we're on page 37, and we're looking for any chord changes that could be difficult. By the way, there's a rest and the end of the third line right there. Okay, there's a rest at the end of the third line right there, and you do want to stop there and give the song some dynamics when you come in with the chorus. Okay, seems like all the chord changes are relatively quick. Keep in mind that you want to be doing an up and down strum you want to be doing an up and down strum. So go ahead and do a dampening strum exercise with practice that up and down strumming technique. You already have a strum zone probably within 1 fret. So make sure that you're doing that when you're doing your up and down strum, because when we play the song, it's going to be an up and down strum. Also, make sure that all the chord changes are smooth for you. It looks like there's a lot of D chords in the song, so just make sure that the changes between the chords are relatively comfortable, familiar, and not too difficult for you. Okay, so that wasn't too bad. You notice that as we go on, we don't have to keep on doing all the techniques that we discussed earlier. So in other words, you should be either memorizing all the techniques that was on page 3, or you have it written down and it's handy somewhere that you can look at. Keep in mind, you always want to be tapping your foot every time you play a song. That's your inner metronome, keeping time with the music. Make sure that your wrist is relaxed when you're strumming, okay, whichever strum you're using. And don't forget to pause the tutorial whenever you come to a difficult spot. And also, when you're re-watching the tutorial, don't back it up to the beginning unless you just want to watch the beginning, but just back it up to where you think you need to watch again. It'll save you more time. Okay, so when you think you're ready, after you've done your chord calc exercise for the chords in the song "O Susanna," and you previewed the music, going through all the chords, reading along, and once you're ready, we'll see you for the next lesson.